My mother worked for a woman, Maria Lapiscada, who with her husband founded the dramatic workshop, which was connected to the new school. My mother did proofreading and typing and stuff, and as part of a payment, I was able to take acting classes there on Saturdays when I was 10. I always tell actors when they go in for an audition, don't be afraid to do what your instincts tell you. You may not get the part, but people will take notice. You never know what you do that could be totally out of the left field, which actually might work and give something fresh to the whole scene, to the character, whatever. If you have that with a director who then knows how to shape it, either in the direction, in the moment, or in the editing, then that's good. I think it's important to have had at least a few years of obscurity, where people treat you like everybody else. I'm not a big football person at all. With the silver linings, I didn't feel I was thinking of certain things, but I just said, let me go with it. You have to know what you're doing and where you're going with the scenes, and I put a lot of work into that. But when you're out there, at the same time you gotta be ready for anything. When I was 15 and 16, I studied with Stella Adler at the Conservatory of Acting, then I stopped again and went to the Actors Studio when I was 18. Leonardo DiCaprio is a very serious young actor. You learn the two greatest things in life, never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut. If it's the right chair, it doesn't take too long to get comfortable in it. I go to Paris, I go to London, I go to Rome, and I always say, there's no place like New York. It's the most exciting city in the world now. That's the way it is. That's it. Time goes on. So whatever you're going to do, do it. Do it now. Don't wait. If you're an actor, always be true to your character. If you are not an actor, have character and always be true to yourself. Sometimes if you have financial restraints, it's a benefit. It forces you to come up with a more creative. I don't get into these long-winded heavy discussions about character, do we do this or that or what. At the end of the day, what you gotta do is just go out there and do it. Someday a real rain will come and wash all the scum off the streets. Everyone's always interested in a dark theme, especially when there's humor connected to it. It seems like that helps if that's an integral and organic part of the whole story. I love to find new people. It's not for the sake of their being new, it's because if you find someone who perfectly fits a part, that's such a great thing. I always say people can call me anything they want as long as they don't call me late for supper. When you make a movie, everyone should leave their own personal problems at home. When they start bringing those to set, filming can be very difficult. You don't need any extra drama. Put the drama into the story, in the characters. I didn't have a problem with rejection, because when you go into an audition, you're rejected already. There are hundreds of other actors. You're behind the 8 ball when you go in there. I mean, the actors that I admired were Marlon Brando, Montgomery Clift, and an actress named Barbara Harris. And Greta Garbo. They were great actors. When you are working hard, you don't have time for anything other than what you are doing in the scene and what the director wants. Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. I think Hollywood has a class system. The actors are like the inmates, but the truth is they are running the asylum. Movies are hard work. The public doesn't see that. The critics don't see it. But they are a lot of work. A lot of work. Auditions are like a gamble. Most likely you won't get the part, but if you don't go, you'll never know if you could have got it. The director respects what they've hired you for and chosen you for, to do the part, and respect what you're doing. Sometimes if you have financial restraints, it's a benefit. It forces you to come up with a more creative way. The bottom line is if the movie does well, everybody is happy and they forget about what they went through. And if it doesn't, it's I told you. There's one director who I won't mention, who said, it's all blood under the bridge. You'll have time to rest when you're dead. My definition of a good hotel is a place I'd stay at. You learn the two greatest things in life, never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut. Time goes on. So whatever you're going to do, do it. Do it now. Don't wait. You don't need words to express feelings. Better to be king for a night than a schmuck for a lifetime. Reputation, you know, a lifetime to build, seconds to destroy. Reputation, you know, a lifetime to build, seconds to destroy. When you love someone, you gotta trust them, there's no other way. You gotta give them the key to everything that's yours. Otherwise, what's the point? The mind of a writer can be a truly terrifying thing. Isolated, neurotic, caffeine-addled, crippled by procrastination, consumed by feelings of panic, self-loathing, and soul-crushing inadequacy. And that's on a good day. If you don't go, you'll never know. I always go back to how people behave. If you watch how people actually behave in a situation, it's very simple and honest and contained. You don't need to use as much expression, as much feeling. Some characters will boil over, and that's another thing, but a lot of times I think you can just do very, very little. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Then who the hell else are you talking to? You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.